Alright guys, this is going to be a fall slash almost winter update. We're going to start off, I guess, with Old Blue. The most notable thing is this little hood ornament I put here. It was an old trophy from one of my polls when I was in the youth class. So I just put that on the hood. I don't know if I like it yet or not. Maybe it'll stay. I don't know. We'll see. I painted the flywheel here and the flywheel cover. And I painted the front rims a gloss matte. That's a Rust-Oleum color. And the same with the rears. What else have I done? Under the hood, I painted this little bracket for the gas tank. I tried putting a bigger gas tank, which is right there, but it wouldn't fit because on those Tecumseh black gas tanks, the filler is right here, so I couldn't put it. And something else is I put a different pulley on. I put a 5-inch pulley, and I had a guinea belt, but a 5-inch pulley so I can run third gear instead of, I used to have a 6/8 H-block pulley, which is about a 6.5, and I'd have to run second, and I was just a couple mile per hour too slow, so I put this 5-inch, and it should be able to allow me to run third gear. Something else I want to do, I don't know if I said, is I want to build a different exhaust for this, because the just two exhausts coming up is not the best. You want a 2-into-1. So what I'm going to probably cut it here, and I'll probably cut it here where they already welded it, and I'm going to bring them both in like a triangle. And I'm probably going to lop them right here and like right here, so they're like touching though. It's like a triangle. And I'm going to put a piece of pipe over, which is about a 2 or 3 inch. Clamp it so it's flat, and then it'll just be a 2-into-1 when it come up. Something else I did is on these Super 12s, I think the frame is a little bit different in the back section because the old seat spring, I don't know what I did with it. It's down there. But on the Super 12s, it's kind of kicked forward, as the 70s style and up is kind of more rested back. So I put a 70s style seat spring, so now the seat doesn't sit so up forward. And it's actually off the SS16 pull-in tractor. And as you can tell, if you go back and look, it's not kicked up as much. I'll try and find an old picture, but if I can't, then. So something else with Old Blue is the transmission actually broke. I broke the 4 planetary gears that you would usually weld on these. If you know anything about these Peerless transmissions, and they're the ones that you'd weld, and around the bowl gear, those actually all 4 snap. I'll try and put a couple clips in here. And these are the gears that broke in Old Blue's transmission. See, this one just got absolutely destroyed. This one right here is the only one that actually survived without breaking anything. But the rest of them are all missing teeth, like a couple here, a couple over there. This one was fine too, but those 2 broke. I thought all 4 broke, but I guess not. So 2 are good, 2 broke. I guess I could salvage these. I don't know if I will though, but that's how that's what happened with Old Blue's transmission. So if your tractor won't go, your shears won't go in any gear, high or low, but it spins, this could be your problem. And if it's not locked, so then I got another transmission, took the gears out of it, locked it. So now this tractor is now locked. So that's all that's really been happening with Old Blue, and I guess we'll continue going down the line. So second, absolutely nothing has changed with the Super 12. One thing that I would like to do is I may put a different seat on it, and I'm definitely going to try and find a 70 style seat spring. Sorry for the sun glare. Because I don't like how it's kicked up, and it was really starting to bother me on that, and that's why I did it with that tractor. Because that's, if you don't know, that is a Super 12. And my one of my back tires is leaking air, so I think it's a bead leak. Now, with the SS14, this may look a little weird from the other videos that you've seen, but it has the SS16's plow and tires. Honestly, well, there's the motor out of the SS16. That motor, it was just one thing after another. I could never get it to run right. And it was just starting to be a pain. I did everything. I did coil points, different carburetors, clean the tank, clean the carburetor, different plugs. It just started getting annoying, different fuel pumps. It was just, I got sick of it. So I put everything onto the SS14 and named it. It's named Rusty now. As you, if you don't know, this tractor runs extremely good. I bought these plow markers too. I think it looks pretty cool. And I put some wheel weights on the wheels. I don't think you saw that. Now it's got a tire change, so it's ready for the winter. Now this little tractor in the corner, you may be wondering what this is. This is a new tractor I picked up. It's a Case 110 built into the 8-inch class for pulling. The same class as the Simplicity's in, actually. I'm thinking if you guys want to see a whole separate video on this, just let me know, but I'll just run over it. It's got a Simplicity rear end, and usually it's been flipped in the gear. The sprocket would usually be over here, but it's been flipped to over here now. Fully custom wheelie bars and hitch, adjustable hitch. It's, I forget what size, but I know there are 18s. They've been cut. They are not turf savers. That's probably wrong, but they have been cut. They're usually the little S-tread tires, and they have all been cut. Honestly, I'm thinking about cutting every other lug out because they only just cut. They left every lug, but just back sliced them all. It's got the hand clutch. You see the pulley right there. Engages the belt and stuff. It's got the ungoverned throttle here. It's got this custom 2-in-1 exhaust, and it's got an 18-horse opposed twin. Now, this motor was not in it when I got it. The one that was in it was an 18-horsepower opposed twin, but it was blown up in it. Actually, I don't know if it was blown up. It's just really worn out and tired. So I put one of my good 18-horse opposed twins in it. It came with this little blower was on the other engine, which I thought was pretty cool. The guy who built it made all these nice aluminum linkages, like right here for the throttle and stuff. And it actually is very smooth. This is the brake, but it's not hooked up because when I got it, the transmission was actually blown. So I had to completely rebuild this transaxle. It's held in the bottom by pillow block bearings, which I thought was pretty cool. It's got a 3-speed with reverse. I know I'll get 100 questions. It really is a true Case. So that was a cool little find I got. It's got some weight brackets underneath and up front. So if anyone wants me to go over this, then I definitely will. I'll probably make its own video anyway. And before I move on to the stuff outside, if you couldn't already tell, I did some decorating in here. I got a shelf for some stuff. I brought my toolbox. I still got to figure out if I want to bring my workbench from the other shop over or I want to build a new one. I'm not sure yet. So, alright, so out in the tent, I have Greenie here. So it needs a new pulley because I took the pulley off of this for Old Blue. I got a locked transaxle. The throttle needs to be looked at because it's all messed up. And then it's all been winter prepped. The carburetor has no gas, and the air filter actually ripped off, and it just disintegrated itself. It couldn't handle the gas. So I'm gonna either find a new one or contact the company I got the Pit Bike carb from. I guess we'll start second with the SS16 is out here. This is the one that I had that was all ready to plow with no motor or wiring. Basically, I guess I'll say I'm going to be building this into a pulling tractor, the next step up from Old Blue and the other SS16, which would be an open class. I have thought about going the twin engine class, which would be I'd run two, I think 12.5 horse opposed twins like Old Blues, but 12.5s right here and right here, and obviously extend the front end out. But I think I'm just going to extend the front out, and I'm going to find 25 horse Kohler Command V-twin. So that's the plan with this. I'm not going to sell it because I know I'm going to get 100 questions like that. But so the Cub Kit 100's been winterized. Not sure what the plans are. I don't doubt anything's going to happen with it this winter. And the Cub 147 has been winterized, and nothing planned for it. And then there's just my brother's John here, who is always out here. That's it for that's in here. Out here I picked up a York rake with a, I believe there's a scraper blade. Yep. There is a scrape blade under there, and a York rake. Now the York rake is set up for a drawbar right now for the 3-point, and I gotta try and find a 3-point for the SS14. Now I don't know if I'm gonna, because this is all custom made, I guess, and this is what it should have right here. But it's super heavy duty. Definitely not gonna have any problems with it. But that's up with the stuff. Alright, so with the SS16, the motor is out. The BFMS 16 horse Onan is taken out. All the wiring has been gutted. It's all gone. So the command can get rebuilt this winter and dropped in. What else have I done? The seat spring has been lowered. I put a Cub Cadet seat spring on, and I'm not sure if you can tell, but it actually sits a lot lower, almost 3 or 4 inches lower. And I just fit better on the tractor that way, so my legs aren't up in the steering wheel, and it actually looks a lot better too. Then over with the command, there's a couple of things that I've done. Is I have removed the governor, because usually in these commands the throttle and choke is all one. But now, this is just the choke. I'm going to make a bracket for the governor right here. So I'm probably going to make it come off of this bolt down, and the cable will run to a bolt going on to the governor lever right here. And the spring will just go somewhere else. For the intake, this is kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to have it just sticking out of the hood. It's not going to be this long. It's probably going to get chopped. Probably right about the tape here, or back a couple more inches. I think that'll look pretty cool. I'm just going to run a little uni filter. So that's what the command in the SS16. So I don't know if I've mentioned, but this is all not going to happen soon. It's a winter project, so when stuff is kind of died down, I can film stuff. So that's what this. Then I picked this up the other day. It's just a MTD Powercraft with a hydrostatic rear end. But the only reason I got it is because it's got a 18 horse opposed twin Briggs CIC. I got it because I just wanted a backup motor for the case, the simplicity. So that's why I got this, and I'm either going to sell the rest or scrap it or maybe do something fun with it. I don't know. And these two little motors showed up the other day. One's a 5 horse Briggs, and the other's an 8 horse Briggs with an updraft carburetor like on the SS14. This one runs. I was told this one runs, but I haven't checked. So these are the latest purchases. It's extremely messy in here, but because I've been moving stuff out into the other location. But here's the 72. The belt fell off the rear pulley, so I got to pull the wheel off from the belt guide. And it's got a bad axle seal. I think it's this side. And the motor is really worn out. I hate to say it, the 212, I think it's done. Doesn't have the power like it used to. And then Dirty Bourbon, for if you're on the Facebook group, then you know it's been rolled a couple times, but it's fine. But before all that, the nose cone lower grill broke. Actually, it's over here. The lower grill snapped right here and down here, all because of this like grill support right here. There was one like that, a little beam broke, so then there was too much weight on it and it broke. And this was already broken, so someone made this little cage, and it's super heavy duty, but it's just, it kind of didn't look good and it broke. So now it's got a new one, and I took the side piece off of the SS16 that's going to be built into a pulling tractor. And it's got a new pulley. It's got a 6-inch pulley on it now. I had a 7, but it was one of those mower deck pulleys that would run your mower deck on like a Murray or a Craftsman. So it sat in really far, but it was really like a 5 to sat in so far. It's a little bit quicker. The locker is still holding up just fine. So that's all good with that. The 292 single cylinder. I gotta get all these leaves out because they keep blowing in through the door. It's ready to go. I just gotta bolt the seat down. And that unique air filter goes on this, so I gotta put that back on before I forget. There's just an arrangement of motors. That is the Simplicity's original motor that was in it this season, but it blew up on the second pull. Now this is a 17.5 and the 18 horse carb. It's over there on my workbench. The Simplicity here is all torn down. It's ready for paint. I gotta just sandblast it. I'm gonna try and do that over the Thanksgiving break. And the motor, the sandblaster's right here I picked up. So, and the Bradford, the rear carrier bearing, like a pillow block, broke, so I gotta fix that. But that's what the tractor's in. Then the little graveyard back here. Here's a project I was gonna build into a drift mower, but it never happened. Then the Ford chassis sitting out back here. And this little Craftsman, that's my dad's. He just picked this up, but I broke the recoil because it's got a 11 horse Briggs, but the recoil broke. It's got a good 3-speed transaxle under there. I forget what series. It's a Peerless though. Then there's the white Craftsman chassis and a couple hoods on the scrap. Snowmobile is under here. A little Ram tractor. I picked a motor up for this finally. It's over here on this Ford chassis I picked up too. It's a 16 horsepower opposed twin. So I'm planning on putting this in the little Ram tractor over there. But that's the stuff out back here. I want to just go over a few things before I end this video. A couple are, like, people keep asking me, like, updates from, like, a year ago. Do I still have this tractor? Build it this way or that way, or blah, blah, blah. Do you still have that for sale, or in videos that are, like, 2 or 3 years old? Just, I know it's probably not going to go away, but I'm just saying, if you're watching an update, go onto the channel and watch the newest update and see if anything's changed. Because stuff changes all the time. Like, I did this video, a couple months ago, and so much has changed. So now I'm doing this one that's updated because I never got around to editing that video, and now so much has changed and I figured, oh, well, I better just start a new one. So, ask in the newest update, do I still have that tractor or not? I think that has to do with that, and there's some people ask me, do I have a Facebook page? Yes, TS Customs Facebook page. The link will be in the description below. And the 2016 ATLTF tractor build-off is coming to an end here soon. So I have a build thread. Go check that out too. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and like for more videos.